than that. All right. So by the way, we took top 4 out of each of the B mains. We need to clarify that. So that would have been Alex Ferree and Brandon Smith. Then your paid provisionals for Lucas Oil Series will be Daniel Hilsebeck and Corey Lawler. And that means with Ferree getting in, it'll be Ken Schaltenbrand will be the Lernerville provisional DJ. So 27 cars starting here tonight.
How about that? So Kenny Schaltenbrand gets in. He'll roll from 27th in the starting grid. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at your starting lineup here tonight, James, for 100 laps. On the pole, the 2-time Firecracker 100 champion out of Chandler, Arizona, the 20 RT of Ricky Thornton Jr. And on his outside out of New Berlin, Illinois, trying to win this race for the first time, the Rocket 1 of Brendan Shepard.
Dan Ebert looking for a huge, it would be huge late model win, right? Lakeshore, Minnesota, his second full year in a super late model. And Devin Moran, the defending series champion, trying to win his first Firecracker in '99 out of Dresden, Ohio.
The new deal, Hudson O'Neal has never won this race. He rolls from the inside of row 3, and on his outside, also looking for his first career win, the 111 of Max Blair.
Well, Josh Rice came here a year ago for the first time. He currently leads the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year points in the Lucas Oil Series in the 11. He's unaccredited in Kentucky. And on the outside, the driver he will be competing against for the Rookie of the Year, it'll be Dylan McCowan in car 8. He's out of Urbana, Missouri.
We move back to row 5. On the inside, we find the Squirrel Brian Shirley out of Chatham, Illinois on the 3S. He'll be flanked by the Las Cruces, New Mexico driver, the 58. That's Garrett Alberson.
Look at row 6, DJ. Can you say it for me?
Chubzilla.
He's made 19 out of 20. The only time he didn't make it was 2 years ago. He's in the Boom Briggs 99B out of Bear Lake, Pennsylvania. And on the outside, 52 career wins here. He's never won a Lucas Oil race. He's out of Sarver, the 5-time and reigning track champion here, Michael Norris.
Then we move back to row number 7. We got the 76 of Brandon Overton, a 2-time winner on the inside. On the outside, the 22, the Truth, Greg Satterley.
Carson Ferguson, the Paylor Motorsports 93, 6th last week at Smoky Mountain, Lincoln in North Carolina. Tyler Wyand into his second Firecracker. He's out of Oil City, Pennsylvania.
Mike Marlar is going to start 17th in the 157 and starting 18th in the 40B, the killer Kyle Bronson.
Row 10 in his first. Right, first the teenager Bam Bam Brock Pinkerus out of Ellenville, New York, and Clay Harris, Lucas Oil regular in 6th out of Jupiter, Florida.
Rick Eckert's the 2015 champ. He rolls from the 21st starting spot, and on his outside making the race for the second time, Ryan Montgomery in the 12.
Well, on the inside of row number 12, 4th in the B main, 6-time Lernerville track champion, tied with Bob Waring Sr. It's Alex Ferree out of Saxonburg, and Brendan Smith, Lucas Oil regular 17 SS out of Dade City, Florida.
There's your final 3 starters: Daniel Hilsebeck in 22, Corey Lawler in 93, and Kenny Schaltenbrand getting the track provisional, as we mentioned, in the 29. The field now starting to take shape. All right, Lernerville, I know you all are dirt late model to the bone. This is a salute to you, some of the greatest race fans in the entire world. Hey, let's send them off old school style. Let's give them a wave as they come by. It's the starting lineup for the 20th running of the Firecracker 100, and they're coming at you 4 wide. Four wide, salute to the fans. Ben Shelton, you will be talking to one of these drivers at the end of 100 laps. Who will you be talking to?
13 drivers have won this before. After tonight, there'll be 14. Brandon Shepard and the Rocket 1 picks up $50,000 here tonight at Lernerville.
James Essex, who you got?
Essex picks Ebert, not only to win $50,000, but he'll also win the Steering Buddy Dark Horse in his first ever Lucas Oil win. Add another $1,000 to that. Who do you got, DJ?
There you have it. Those are good picks. He's been close a few times. He gets it done tonight. He gets the biggest win of his career. The 1-1-1 laces out, Dan. Fins up. Max Blair gets it done at Lernerville.
All good choices, I think.
All right, the race car engineering pace truck. James going to make the hard left-hand turn to the infield. And at 8:02 p.m. local time, Ricky Thornton Jr. and Brandon Shepard lead the field into the Ace Doran Hauling and Rigging starting zone, and we are underway.
$150,000 feature purse, $2,000 just to take the green as they slide into 1. Out at 2, Brandon Shepard picking up where he left off last night. He started 7th, won the second 25-lapper. Battle for 3rd. Thornton runs in 2nd. One lap in the books, Dustin Jarrett.
Brandon Shepard is your leader. Thornton 2nd by half a cat's whisker at the line. It was Hudson O'Neal in that 3rd spot. As Brandon Shepard out front in clean air in this one, side by side for 2nd, for 3rd. Now back for 2nd, the 71, the 20RT, the 99 are all right there. Cars jockeying all over the racetrack early in the going in this one.
I did not have jockeying in my bingo card tonight, but that's a good
where you
one.
were going with that.
It's Shepard, Thornton, O'Neal, Moran, Ebert, Blair. Right now, your top 6. Shepard looking good. He was 1.4 last time around. And let's see what he has over O'Neal now, who's in the 2nd spot. It's 1.8 for the new Berlin, Illinois driver.
On back through the field, Tyler Wyatt getting shuffled out of line just a little bit over in turns 3 and 4. He's able to gather it back up. And Brandon Shepard, as you just mentioned, James, picking him up and putting him away early in the going in this one. You're looking back at the battle for 3rd between Devin Moran and the white 99. The black 20RT of Ricky Thornton Jr. That's Dan Ebert right behind them. He currently rounds out the top 5.
In 100 laps of green flag racing, B. Shep looks good. Again, Rocket 1 has won here before. The Josh Richards. Good battle behind them. O'Neal 2nd, Thornton, Moran, Ebert right there, Blair, Norris. How about Michael Norris?
Yes.
Up 5 spots early on.
You just called it,
7th
James.
For the
You just
5-time
called it.
rating track champion, Dustin Jarrett.
I just radioed down to producer Tiffany. I said, hey, get me Michael Norris on the screen, please. Ask and ye shall receive. The 72 working his way up through the field, and there he is. You called it an early Hoker Trucking Hard Charger candidate as the 5-time track champ started 12th, and he's worked his way up to position number 7, just 6 laps into this one.
Right now, B-Shep almost straightaway lead. Right now, Dan Ebert. Right now in that 3rd spot, that 60 working the bottom on the 71 out of 2. You see him back there on the bottom as they come out of 2. Right now, Shepard already out of turn number 4. It's 3.5 seconds the advantage for B-Shep.
Brandon Shepard picking him up and putting him away. He adds another 10th. That time by on that battle for the 2nd spot between Hudson O'Neal and Dan Ebert. There's your race leader, Brandon Shepard, out front. And I mean, he is absolutely spanking the field early in the going in this one. But we see this a lot here, James. We see this a lot. Someone gets out front early. You know, these guys are kind of out there just logging laps. As the leader gets to the back of the field closes in on them. And those drivers in 2nd and 3rd are able to close in. As look at Dan Ebert now pressuring Hudson O'Neal in that battle for 2nd.
Tell you what, you see down in 3 and 4, they've kicked up the marbles, let's say, on the bottom right through the middle groove. So we've got 2 to 3 distinct grooves coming out of 4. But right now, Brandon Shepard, DJ, he's within about a lap of picking up the tail end of the field as he enters turn 1. The end of the field is in turn number 2.
That is wild down there in turns 3 and 4, man.
Yeah.
We got it doubled up for you at home, but it's almost Darlington-like in a way. As you mentioned, that bottom groove, they've shoved the marbles up, so to speak. There it is right there.
Yeah.
You can see it.
Yeah.
Just basically 2 completely different grooves right there. One on the very inside, one on the very outside. I'm not sure that I've ever seen that here at Lernerville before.
And that's not rubber like in Darlington, right? That's dirt. That's Western Pennsylvania dirt. Shepard to the top shelf now as he negotiates traffic into turn 1. Here comes O'Neal. Ebert solid right now. Old Thornton had to check him a little bit. Blair on the bottom is good buddy. They're side by side of the line, DJ.
Yeah, that's a good battle back there. Meanwhile, your race leader has his hands full at the back of the field. We need the quadruple box. There's Thornton, there's Blair, there's Michael Norris. That's 5th, 6th, and 7th on your screen. We double it up for you at home because Brandon Shepard, your race leader in the Rocket 1 in the midst of heavy lap traffic, what was a 3.7 second lead a couple laps ago has now shrunk to 2.7 seconds that last time by.
And everybody's still on the lead lap because Shelton, Brandon, Hilsebeck has stayed right there on the lead lap. Shepard tries to split them. O'Neal 2nd, Moran, Ebert, Thornton, Blair, Norris, Rice is 8th, and Alberson McCowan runs 10th. And right now, it's going to shrink down. It was 2.4. And Shepard in heavy traffic down the main straightaway at Lernerville, DJ.
Yeah, Shep still unable to put the last couple cars on the lead lap. A lap down in this one as it's now 2.1 seconds the advantage. Here comes Ebert. And good, in trouble for Kenny Schultenbrand. He slows and yields off the racetrack just off the back straightaway. And that will draw the Hellraiser Jacks caution for the first time in this race. 16 laps scored, 84 laps remaining. Well, well, well. Brandon Shepard, Ben Shelton, I'm going to guess probably happy to see that Hellraiser Jack's caution flag because he was in the midst of a heavy lap traffic.
Yeah, I think his crew's even happier than him. They were getting extremely stressed out here watching that situation. I'm not sure what Shelton Brand's doing right now. I'm going to be honest with you. Maybe he's lost drive. He's got to throw it in reverse, and we're going to back it into the pit area. You know what? We haven't seen two cushions down in turns 3 and 4, and I don't know if anybody trying to exit the racetrack in reverse, or he's trying to get in the Heartbeat Hot Sauce hot pit. It's a toss-up right now, guys.
Get your steering buddy out there and help him out, Ben.
There you go.
He's the dark horse for making it to the pit area in reverse right now. I don't think I would want to take the track exit in reverse off of turn 3, but
I think he's going to go into the hot pit.
Kenny, two-time track champion, is it pays $2,000 to start, Ben. If we can get a shot Tiffany of 3 and 4, and right now they've kind of cleared 3 and 4 off here right in the middle, DJ. But
he's going to back it into the pits.
Great job.
I'm like you, but you got to wonder if he didn't lose part of the track. Boy, well,
I mean, he's been here a time or two. Guys, you talk about the payout tonight, $50,000 to win, $2,000 to start, $156,000 tonight for the 27 starters. That's what they're vying for here on a Saturday in Sarver, Pennsylvania.
All right, well, let's take a look.
Not done yet, Ben.
Look,
and Dustin.
If there's anybody who can drive this track close, it's probably him. We're going to take a look at the MD3S replay, top at turn 2. So you're going to look right around in this area. Look at the telestrator coming in handy right there as Kenny Shelton just slowed and kind of yielded off the racetrack.
The Nanego Power Sports, Dave Warren Power Sports drone and the MD3 replay. I'm not sure if he hooked the berm or what exactly happened, but
I caught the very tail end of it, and it looked like he just kind of slowed and suddenly went off the racetrack. So nevertheless, 16 lap score. There's one more look again. Right up here, you are going to see Kenny Shelton right there.
Excellent. Thank you, Flow Racing.
Thank you, Telestrator.
Very nice job. Brandon Shepard, he's led from the start of this race. He's led by over 3 seconds at one point. As we're about to go green, we single line that Delaware double file. Hudson O'Neill is second. After starting in 5th, Dan Ebert is 3rd. He started 3rd, and Moran, Thornton, Max Blair, and Michael Norris up 5 spots, 12th to 7th, and Rice, Alberson, McCowan, your top 10.
Yeah, Norris gained more spots than anybody right now, early in the going, 16 laps into this race. So the Hellraiser Jack's caution lights have been turned off, and we're going to go back to green flag racing this time by. Once again, 16 laps are complete, 84 laps remain in the 20th Firecracker 100. Brandon Shepard, Hudson O'Neill, Dan Ebert, Devin Moran, Ricky Thornton Jr., your top 5. They'll fire in the Ace Doran hauling and rigging restart zone.
Rob Penrod waves the green flag again, back underway. I believe 26 of the 27 starters still out there. Shelton is out as they make their way through 1 and 2. Now that Dan Ebert, he has never led a lap in the Lucas Oil 800 Series, right? It might be Dan Ebert night in America as he goes to 2nd place, Dustin.
Move over Winter X Games. The Firecracker is in town. Ebert's got a good run again. He's getting a real good launch there off turn number 2. Rocket, Longhorn, Longhorn. That's your top 3 cars right now. Brandon Shepard stays out front. Ebert 2nd, Hudson O'Neill 3rd. Thornton back up to 4th, and here comes Michael Norris.
12 to 6, 72, 5-time and reigning track champion, 52 career win server Mike Norris down the back straightaways. He will clear Moran. So Norris, keep an eye on him, high, wide, and handsome behind Thornton. Meanwhile, out in front remains Brandon Shepard. 19 laps in the books, and you mentioned 81 to go. A long way to go for $50,000, and Dan Ebert has dropped 1.3 behind, but he's picking up the pace of the 3 as we see the battle back there between Thornton, Norris, and Moran.
Yeah, that's a good battle. Moran and Norris have been side by side the last couple laps, and Norris right now runs in 5th. He's going to throw a slider on the 20-yard tee down in turns 1 and 2. Will he take the spot away? He will not, as Thornton threads the needle down the back straightaway. So Norris will remain in the 5th position. It's Devin Moran 6th, then Max Blair 7th. 8th is Garrett Alberson, then Josh Rice, and Greg Satterley rounds out the top 10.
So right now Norris up 7 spots. See battles back there as they head down the back straightaway off a turn forward. He's Brandon Shepard. He's been in front since the drop of Rod Penrod's green flag. Steady pace now down to 9/10 of a second as Ebert cuts another 1/10 of a second off. Probably, 5 or 6 more laps they will pick up at the tail end of the field. Meanwhile, Ebert, good launch out of turn 2 as you see the battle back here between Devin Moran and Max Blair, who runs 7th.
It took about 13 laps for him to catch the tail end of the field, James, to start the race. Right now, we are about 7 laps into this run. So, yeah, about 5 laps away, give or take, as Dan Ebert continues to knock about a 1/10 a lap off of Brandon Shepard's lead. It was 8/10 the last time by. This time by 9/10. So Shep adds about a 1/10 to the lead or so. But again, the back of the field is backing up, so to speak, to your race leaders, Brandon Shepard and Dan Ebert.
So right now, Shepard into turn 3. There you see Thornton trying to get a run on O'Neill. That's 3rd and 4th. Norris, Moran, Blair, Albertson, Rice, Satterley in the top 10 and 22 as they hit into turn 1. Shepard already at a 2. Down the back straightaway and in a couple more laps. Tail end of the field right now. The last car in the lead lap is Corey Lawler.
Good stuff back here. 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, all right there together as you see him fan out that turn 4. I don't know if there's a trickier set of corners at any racetrack than turn 2 and turn 4 here at Lernerville, man. It is a live by the sword, die by the sword line as Thornton's got a run on O'Neill down the back straightaway.
He will clear him, and O'Neill the crossover. Give 3rd to Ricky Thornton Jr. with 27 laps complete.
O'Neill going to try to cross him back over down on the inside. Down in turns 1 and 2 as Thornton jumps that turn 2 cushion. That allows O'Neill to pull back ahead, and now here comes Norris. Norris will get a run down to the inside. He's going to try to take 4th away, and he'll do so at the line.
Got a shot in the shorts from Thornton. Norris, 12th to 4th. That's not shocking at Lernerville. Down the back straightaway, 71 and 72 battling it out. Meanwhile, Biggs picked up the tail end of the field, Dustin. Here comes Max Blair and Moran going at it.
Yeah, that's a good battle back there as well. I mean, this race, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th is pretty daggone impressive. You're not missing anything up front. Still 8/10, 9/10 of a second. The advantage for Brandon Shepard. He has caught the tail end of the field. Meanwhile, no doubt about it, Mike Norris on a Saturday night at Lernerville, trying to move into the top 3. His best finish in this race was 5th back in 2020.
No kerfuffle for the Fairbury Mike Norris. Sarver's Mike Norris putting on his show. Down the back straightaway, they picked up the tail end of the field, Dustin. It was 1.2, but O'Neill, Norris, Thornton, Blair, and Moran are all gaining on the top 2.
Yeah, they indeed are. They're closing in quickly on that 60 of Dan Ebert. Ebert's lost a few tenths to the race leader, Brandon Shepard, these last couple times by. That is just a tremendous battle.
Oh.
And Mikey Marler slows and will draw the Hellraiser Jacks caution with 31 laps in the books.
Deep breath. Will we have the quadruple box before this one's even halfway? Mikey Marler to the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit in the Ronnie Delk 157, Ben Shelton.
Yeah, making his way down here in that rocket chassis. Hey, by the way, Sheppy talked about a year ago is when the XR2 debuted. How about right now? Leaders in a rocket, seconds in a rocket, 4th in a rocket right now. Is, man, what a rally by that campaign in the rocket chassis right now. Longhorn's been dominant in this event. Rocket's trying to get back to the front. Meanwhile, Mike Marler's just trying to get into the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit. You got to be inside the banners and the barricades, and he'll make it over and head down to the attention of the crew. Rick Eckert makes his way down as well, the 2015 Firecracker 100 champion.
I trust that Kenny Schultenbrand didn't make it back to the pits. I assume.
He might be at Marion Center by now. Meanwhile, Mike Marler on the 157, they are making some adjustments. Looks like on the carburetor under the hood of the 157, they've got the hood pulled up. Rick Eckert's team, they're going to pull a Hoosier tire down, but they're not going to have a race car to put it on because Eckert drives away from them.
Oh,
so
why?
I think Eckert changed his mind, and the crew gets to put the Hoosier tire back on the four-wheeler.
Hey, Lernerville, guess who the Hoker Trucking Hard Charger is? Michael Norris.
Best finish in this race was 5th back in 2020. Right now he runs 4th. He hasn't run. He missed the first few weeks this year as well. I talked to him back here on Thursday night and said just a lot of things going on, but he's very anxious to get back at the track. He did get a win here just a few weeks back, Ben.
Official update down here. Return spring on the carburetor broke on the 157. Josh Davis is down there working on it. It's got help from Joel Rogers from Rocket One. Jerry Sprouse as well, trying to get that repaired on that car to get him back out onto the Speedway.
I thought he was going to say return of the sprinkles, but no, return spring. Well, remember Michael Norris, the last time we saw him here was at the Hillbilly in his brother-in-law, Nico DeBecco's car, and he flipped out of the ballpark. Am I right?
I was not here for that.
You were not here. I was here.
If James Essex said it, it must be the gospel.
Did. All right, Shepard, Ebert, O'Neill, Norris, Thornton, DJ. Then Blair, Moran, that top 7. Very competitive. Garrett Albertson in 9th is Satterley. Then it's Rice, McCowan, Shirley, Bronson from the back. Then Ferguson and Overton runs 15th. So we've got 31 in the book, still 69 laps remaining.
How about Greg Satterley too? Just kind of lurking back there, man. Just hanging out in the shadows. Started 14th. He's up to 9th. He's going to be quiet. You're not going to hear from him, but you can always kind of count on him being about at the top 8 or 10 at the end of a race here at Lernerville. Green flag flies in the Ace Doran restart zone. 31 laps are in the books.
Norris restarted on the top. Keep an eye on the 72 as they come out of 2-3 wide down the back straightaway. Here comes O'Neill. O'Neill will go to second. Ebert third. Fourth is Norris. Out at turn 4. B. Shep leads. And you talk about a hornet's nest, right? I mean, they are putting on a show here tonight. Here comes Blair to the bottom. And Canuck making around his good buddy Ricky Thornton Jr.'s Moran pounds the cushion out at 2. He'll go to the crossover in front of Blair to Thornton in 3.
I'm sorry. If you aren't impressed with what these guys do, I'm not sure we can be friends. To hit your marks lap after lap, to tiptoe around the top side like that, to be running average speeds of what we see in qualifying, not the high point, but the average speed about 82 miles an hour for these drivers. This is impressive. You know what else is impressive? Dan Ebert has worked his way back to second, and he is stalking your race leader, Brandon Shepard, at the front of the field.
If this thing stays green, Dan Ebert, here he comes down the back straightaway. It was 0.6 of a second last time. He's betting to lead his first ever laps in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. He's about 3 car lengths back of Bishop into 1, DJ.
You talk about guys that have taken their lumps on the road the last year and a half. I don't know that anybody has taken more lumps than Dan Ebert. It wasn't like the guy forgot how to drive, but he had a transition into late models. And now here he is on lap 36 at Lernerville, battling for the lead with Brandon Shepard.
Former USMTS regular, again a Winter X Games medalist in snowmobile racing, slips just a little bit. O'Neill third, Norris is still 4th from 12th. Moran runs in 5th. Greg Satterley, you talked about him, up to 7th.
Doing Greg Satterley things. 63 laps to go in this one. That lead, it just kind of stays steady, man, right around 7, 8, 9 tenths of a second or so. As again, it took them right around 12 or 13 laps that last time to catch the tail end of the field. They're on pace to do that again this time. We look back in the battle for 4th as Mike Norris had it the last time by at the stripe. Devin Moran going to take it from him this time by at the scoring loop. They're both right there within shouting distance of your third place car, the 71 of Hudson O'Neill.
DJ, we got a new Hoker Trucking Hard Charger, and it's Kyle Bronson, 18th to 9th for the 40B.
Wow. About that. And by the way, look at Mikey Marler working his way back up through the field as well in the 157. Look at that car, smooth as silk, right in the middle of the racetrack. And Chubb Frank, he's out of the party in the 99B.
40 laps to go coming up in Shepard right there. 40 to go, 60 in the books, 60 to go, 40 in the books.
Don't cheat me on laps in this race,
I don't want to do
please.
that. This has been too good. Right now, Brandon Shepard, though, he's led every lap here tonight. Ebert, he's about to come under fire from O'Neill and Moran as those two have picked it up.
Yeah, these last couple of green flag runs, the 60 has just a little bit into that green flag run, not been able to keep up with that rocket one. Here's a look at the gap between your race leader Brandon Shepard and the 60 of Dan Ebert. Well, Dan Ebert now under fire from the 71 of O'Neill and the 99 of Moran.
Right now, remember, it's championship points. O'Neill leads Shepard by only 20 after smoking out last week. So the top 3 in the points running the top 4 spots with Ebert right there in second. O'Neill dips down low. Out at turn 4. They're side by side. 71 and 60. And Ebert, now O'Neill's got it by a scant few as they go into 1.
By what?
A scant few.
Oh my. Trouble for Tyler Wyatt, the 24. He's going to fall into the infield. His night is over. We stay green flag racing. 43 laps scored. And lead back to 1.8 seconds. They're 3 wide through lap traffic right now. Corey Lawler a lap down on the inside of the racetrack. Second, third, and fourth on your screen. The 71, the 60, and the 99 going at it.
You gotta love it. Ebert now. Here comes Moran. Devin working the bottom. Ebert through the middle, slides in front of O'Neill. Shepard still leads. And Ebert's got second. Devin Moran, will he go to third? Yes.
I mean, Hudson O'Neill was second the lap prior. Now he's in fourth. That's how close these guys are racing back there. He gets a run on Dev down to the inside. 2 former Lucas Oil late model dirt series champions going at it side by side. Dan Ebert back up to second. This all happens about a second and a half behind your leader, Brandon Shepard.
Right now, 2 cautions as we go within 4 laps of the Hellraiser Jacks halfway mark. B-Shep spinning out front at the start. Ebert works. Here comes Moran down a car link lower off of turn 4. Shepard looking good, but it's a long way to go at Lernerville. We're not even halfway down the back straightaway, Dustin.
This is also not a race that we typically see a driver lead all 100 laps. Yes, it has happened in the past, but historically, it's not something that we're accustomed to seeing. As a matter of fact, we think back to that race just a couple years ago, a tremendous battle between Jonathan Davenport, Ricky Thornton Jr., and Hudson O'Neill, which saw, if my memory serves me correctly, I think 8 different lead changes. Timmy McCready back in 2022, the last driver to lead all 100 laps of this event.
Well, Brandon Overton entered 4th in the points. He had dropped back to about 18th or 19th. He's back to 11th. Bronson still your Hoker Trucking hard charger, 18th to 9th. The Moreno slide. Ebert. And he's got him. Devin Moran, he won the 4th. He started 4th now. Does he have a charge here as we have a long green flag stretch of racing, DJ? And next time around will be the Hellraiser Jacks halfway. In fact, it's right now.
Yeah, that 99 has been the fastest car of the last few laps. So 50 in the books, 50 to go for the Hellraiser Jacks halfway. And a flat left rear tire on the 22 of Daniel Hilsebeck will draw the Hellraiser Jacks caution at the Hellraiser Jacks halfway point. 50 scored. 50 remaining in the 20th running of the Firecracker 100. Just your 3rd Hellraiser Jacks caution flag of the race.
So Hilsebeck will go to the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit. So it'll be Shepard. Moran will now line up second. He'll have the choice with Ebert, O'Neill, Norris, Thornton, Satterley, Blair, Bronson, and Alberson. And Clay Harris down there along with Daniel Hilsebeck in the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit, Ben.
Yeah, Corey Lawler, a little bit of a traffic jam down here as Hilsebeck came in the outdoor, and they're trying to get that left rear change. Meanwhile, Pancho Lawler leads to get word with his son, Corey. Rick Eckert's team now looking at that right rear tire. We'll see if they do anything with it this time around. Not a big sense of urgency down here right now as Zach Frills leans in to get a word with Rick Eckert, and they are going to put a new right rear tire on car 24 for Rick Eckert, last year's Fort Oil Speedway track champion, and as we said, 2015 champion of this event.
Also, Clay Harris down there, and I don't know. I think they're going to make him because he's outside the hot pit area. Maybe not. Maybe they have designated that as part of the hot pit because he is going to make his way back out, I think, in that 6 car.
So unofficially, I've got 3 out of the race, Dustin. Ken Schultenbrand will finish 27th. Chubb Frank 26th. Tyler Wyatt 25th. Corey Lawler, the final car in lead lap, in 24th. So right now, again, the Hoker Trucking hard charger is 18th to 9th for Bronson.
There's a good look from the Donago Power Sports, Dave Warren Power Sports drone. You see the 93, the 24, the 22, all in the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit.
All 3 pointed 3 different directions as well. Rick Eckert makes his way back out. They did a suspension adjustment on the number 93 car of Lawler. Now that car is not wanting to fire. That team's trying to push it to get it going. And Hilsebeck, he's got his helmet off. They got a new tire on, but that driver of the 22 with the helmet off down here, looks like Daniel Hilsebeck's Firecracker 100 has come to an end.
Ben, I see a lot of mud caked up on the dash there in front of Daniel Hilsebeck. Have you noticed anyone out of tear-offs or anything similar along those lines with any of those drivers that have pitted or guys out of the race?
So far, no helmet changes, no tear-offs down here for any of these teams. But, man, you've seen the rooster tails they're shooting, especially off of turn 4. Not surprising, especially if you're back in the pack. You got a lot of cars in front of you. They're still working on that left rear, but, again, no sense of urgency. I'll try to get an update down here.
All right, great job down there, brother. Halfway home, James, in the 20th running of the Firecracker 100 presented by Experience Butler County, Pennsylvania. We'll reset the field for you. It's Brandon Shepard leading, Devin Moran second, Dan Ebert third, Hudson O'Neill fourth, Michael Norris fifth.
Daniel Hilsebeck. Daniel just told me something in the rear end broke because they're not sure what, but the 22's night is done.
All right, thank you, Ben. 6th, Ricky Thornton Jr., James 7th, Greg Satterley, 8th, Max Blair. Kyle Bronson, as you mentioned, has worked his way from 18th up to 9th, and Garrett Alberson rounds out the top 10.
How about a shout out to Ebert? The only spot he was out of the third spot, or the top 3, was on lap 15 when he was 4th. So he's been right there in the top 3. He's runs as far as second, as high as second in this race. Right now, lines of third. Moran picked the top, Ebert on the bottom. Then O'Neill, Norris, Thornton, Satterley, Blair, Bronson, Alberson, Rice, Overton, McCowan, Shirley, Ferguson, your top 15. Ace Dorn, Hollick, and Rigging. We're halfway done with the 20th Firecracker 100 back underway.
Devin Moran chooses the outside lane on the Delaware double file restart. Eberl trying to get a run down to the inside, but Moran will tiptoe the top of this 4/10 mile oval and reclaim that second spot. Trying to bring Hudson O'Neill with him. O'Neill with a run down to the inside of a 60. Do they make contact? They do not, and you've got a new third place car. It's Hudson O'Neill.
Here comes Norris. Norris now will put the pressure on Ebert into 1. Bronson up another spot. Kyle from 18th.
Oh, boy, the 20 RT and the 22 are hooked together right there.
Thornton's going to lose several spots here. He was running in 6th. Meanwhile, up front, we got about it for the lead. 1:99. And we got Satterley. And he's over the bank, DJ, and that'll bring out a Hellraiser Jack's caution.
Man.
Well, he almost did it in turn 2, but he did it in turn 4. He was running in 7th.
Yeah, man, I looked up, and the 22 and the 20 RT, it was almost like they got hooked together over in turns 1 and 2. And then the 22 just got a little too high and jumped over the cush down in turns 3 and 4. And that'll draw the Hellraiser Jack's caution with 52 scored, 48 to go, Ben.
Yeah, Satterley makes his way into the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit. A lot of left side body damage, as you would expect. We saw he and Thornton basically hooked together off of turn 2. I don't know how they survived there. And then Satterley got off into turns 3 and 4 over the cushion. Marlar makes his way back into the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit. Tons of action out here right now.
James, ketchup or mustard on yours?
He's up to 6th right now. It's 40 beat. There. Whoa. Yeah, they just got, man.
Boy, I mean, you got to wonder about that left rear and the right front on those two cars as well. If they're going to be able to hold up, they were hooked together pretty good.
Satterley gets up on 2 wheels, brings out the 4th caution of the race. Tiffany, the 40B has come from the back, 18th to 6th.
Here's a look from the Donago Power Sports drone. Oh, I see Satterley. Oh, I didn't realize my telestrator was on. Satterley had washed up the racetrack there over in turns 1 and 2. He slid up. All right. So watch the 22 of Satterley swashes up the racetrack there, and that's where the contact was made. All right, good stuff from our guys up top. Adam Marsh, the future Hall of Famer, up top tonight. Dean Mills, glad to have him with us. Cody Hicken all up top. And those guys done a tremendous job down there. Landon Summers in the infield.
Excellent job by producer Tiffany. Switches you the right front.
Bronson.
Yeah, Kyle Bronson, 18th to 6th, and we're still going to have a Delaware double file restart. DJ, we still have 48 laps to go. Shepard has led every lap. Moran is 2nd. O'Neill 3rd. Ebert is 4th. Norris is 5th from 12th. Brandon Overton at one point, I believe he was 18th. And I'm looking on my scoring monitor, and now he is 9th in the 76.
Well, you know what? I could consult the my race pass app.
Please do that.
Actually, tell you, he was as far back as 18th on lap number 17. There you go.
We're on it tonight. We are on it tonight.
Love the My Race Pass app.
All right, so out of the race is Schultenbrand, Chubb, Wyatt, Hilsebeck, right? And the only car a lap down is Lawler, who is 23rd. Everybody else is still on the lead lap, as Satterley will have to go the tail end of the lead lap, but that's only one car, which would be in front of Lawler. All right. Well, boy, you just get a feeling if this...
I mean, Shep has led this thing from the beginning. All 52 laps. He's had just a slew of different contenders up there, from Ebert most of the race. Now
Thornton has run 2nd on the first lap. Then O'Neill has been up there, Ebert, and now Moran.
Well, we'll see if the Dresden, Ohio native has anything for the New Berlin, Illinois driver. here on this restart, working on getting them back in that single file running order before they line back up in the Delaware double file restart.
So you got the top three in the points right there together. O'Neill leading the points, Shepard second, Moranis third. So could have a shakeup here after tonight as we head to Ohio, OHIO next week.
At the Moran family's track on Saturday.
Yep.
As well. Where he, by the way, has only won one race there in like the last 10 or 11 years. You roll in, everyone think, Devin Moran's got it, it's in the bag. Well, he's only won once there, like in the last, I think, 9 races or something.
Josh Rice has moved up as well, the O'Reilly Auto Parts top rookie so far. He was outside the top 10 for a long time. He's now up to 7th, Alberson 8th, over to 9th, Max is 10th. Thornton is 11th. Thornton at one point ran second in this race. He's got some nose piece damage, though, on that car. So last time around, it was just 0.3 of a second before the caution. As we'll single them out, and then we'll double them up. Devin's going to pick the top on O'Neill. Ebert and Norris. Well, let's see on this Thornton deal, because Thornton is...
What you looking at there, buddy?
Well, Thornton is up here.
Yeah.
And I had, well, we didn't score that last lap, right? So I'm not sure. Okay.
It's unofficial till it becomes official.
Yeah.
Right? So Devin Moran will choose the outside lane on this restart. And that means the 71 goes to the inside. And then it's Ebert, and then it's Norris. Well, rest of the field getting in order, and they're going to pull the Hellraiser Jack caution flag and give them the high sign, I believe, the next time by.
All right, we'll get him double up behind your leader, Brandon Shepard. Looking for his first Firecracker 100 win. He's 48 laps away, 52 in the books at the Ace Doran Hauling and Rigging Restart Zone, back underway at Lernerville.
Brandon Shepard been out front since the drop of the green flag. Now Hudson O'Neill down to the inside. Moran gets that real good launch off quarter number 2. Meanwhile, Norris works by Ebert. One car at the 20 RT has got trouble. And you have to wonder if that wasn't something from the contact between he and Satterley on that last Hellraiser Jack's caution flag.
Keith Thornton Jr. 5th.
All 4 tires are up.
All 4 are up, but that flopper is on that right front tire. You got to think that's not a whole lot of fun right now. I'm not sure. He definitely slowed like it looked like he might have a flat tire, but not so much now. We'll take a look at the instant replay to see what might be the issue.
Well, there he is. You're going to see him at the top of the racetrack right there. Did he drift? Yeah, that's what happened. He slipped out over turn number 2. Again, great camera work from the guys up top right there. He got that right rear. Actually, the whole right side of the car went off the racetrack. And again, that is a lot of damage on the nose and the right front.
So he will go to the tail end of the lead lap. Is Eckert out? Satterley, who brought up the caution before this, he's 21st. So right now it's Shepard, Moran, O'Neill, Ebert, Norris. Still the same. Good restart, though, for the 40B. He's digging on that bottom, isn't he?
Sure is, and a good restart for the 72 as well.
Yep.
All for naught.
Well,
but he worked his way around the 60 of Dan Ebert.
Well, Norris and Ebert in contention for that steering buddy dark horse. Have never won a Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series race. If they can do so, they would pocket and $1,000 on top of that $50K.
Kyle Bronson has not won a Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series race since the Silver Dollar Nationals back in 2021.
Good plug for the Silver Dollar Nationals. 2,000 to win heat races. Are you kidding me?
$5,000 to win IMCA stock cars and IMCA modifieds
You're
early in the
for
week
it.
as
You
well.
will be there with me, right?
The commission, the house. All right. Going to go green this time by 52 scored, 48 remaining. Brandon Shepard leads into the ace door and restart zone.
Shepard into turn number 1, the 5-time dirt track world champion, tied with Freddie Smith all time, and that 5-time outlaw champion down the back straightaway. Moran on the outside of O'Neill. Ebert for it, Norris. Max Blair back. Well, we're within 50 laps, right, to go. Blair doing Max Blair things. Here he comes into 111.
Drop back a little bit and rally through the field. I mean. Oh, man.
I think he was sandbagging early on, wasn't he?
Blair's going for, is he going for 5th now on Mike Norris? Yes, he is. He's trying to take that spot away. And Garrett Alberson right there as well. Where did he come from?
Las Cruces, New Mexico is where he came from. Shepard out in front. 44 or 54 laps to go. No, 46 laps to go.
46.
54 in the books. There we go.
Close.
Little dyslexic for a moment.
That's okay. Get me more laps. This thing's been good so far. Brandon Shepard stays out front. Man, that one car is really, really good on restarts and really, really good in clean air. Moran second, Hudson O'Neill third, fourth, Dan Ebert, Michael Norris fifth. And that's how they run. They fan out through turns 3 and 4. And you really see this thing, James, starting to clean off now. I mean, it's taken, to the halfway point. This track really starting to clean off now.
Pretty smooth as the Norris gets a run down the back straightaway. Norris. Ebert's running the top 4 this entire race until right now as Norris throws it on the bottom. Michael trying to make it stick down the straightaway, and Ebert still has the spot. Norris is going from 12th to 5th. He eyes Ford. We saw his run in the second feature last night. Norris, as Ebert leaves him room, they touch. And Norris has got the spot. Dan back on the bottom. Meanwhile, Shepard still leads Moran. There's third on back. O'Neill, Ebert, and Norris, they're side by side for fourth.
Yeah, Mike Norris looking for his best career run in this race, James. He was 5th back in 2020. Brandon Shepard, though, out front by 2.2 seconds. And one of the best runs we've seen him have on a restart here, as we're only about 7 laps in since that last Hellraiser Jack's caution flag. He's got 2.4 seconds on Devin Moran. Moran has a 1.6 second advantage over the 3rd place car, the 71 of Hudson O'Neill.
Blair 6th, Rice 7th, Alberson, Bronson, Brandon Overton, your top 10. Shirley 11th, 12th is Carson Ferguson. There you see the battle there. Brandon Overton 4th in the championship points right there. Good racing right there. But Brandon Shepard right now has about a straightaway lead over Devin Moran as he comes off at turn number 4. You see the battle back there for position. That's 10th through 13th.
Yeah, now you're looking at the battle for position number 6 as you've got all ones all the time, as the car with an extra 1 in it. Max Blair leads the car with 1 less 1, the 11 of Josh Rice. Garrett Alberson back there as well. And meanwhile, at the front of the field, well, business is just about to pick up because Brandon Shepard is about 2 laps away from catching the tail end of the field, and that lead is back down under 2 seconds.
Right now, Ricky Thornton Jr., the last car on lead lap. Corey Lawler, I believe, is 1 lap down as they come off of turn number 4. Devin Moran trying to find a groove there that's going to work for him. Coming off before you see the battle, there is Rice now, and Blair goes side by side at a turn 4, and Rice has the spot, DJ.
Yeah, Josh Rice looking good in his 2nd start in the Firecracker 100. Oh, man, he just jumped the cushion a little bit there in turn 2, but gathers it back up, gets that launch down the back straightaway. He'll try to slide Max Blair here and put that 11R car up in the 6th spot once again, and he will. That's a good battle back there, again, for position number 6.
Rice needs that wall at Florence there to keep on the track over there as they go down the back straight. A good battle there between a pair of Lucas Oil regulars. Rice now, as we got the lead now into 1. It's 1.6. Devin Moran slowly but surely, as you see Blair and Rice still going at it. Ebert is 5th now. Michael Norris from 12th to 4th, as you see Shepard about to put a lap on. 2-time Firecracker winner Ricky Thornton Jr.
Yeah, Brandon Shepard really doing well working through the back of the field, James. Is a lot of guys at the back of the field slows them up. Not that Rocket 1. Is Brendan Smith out of the party in the 17 SS. Green flag stays out. Now 2-lap cars between Brandon Shepard and Devin Moran. 1.8 the advantage the last time by. This time by still about 1.8 seconds for the New Berlin, Illinois driver.
Thing stays green. 1.7, as you mentioned. Moran is going to clear Thornton here. Again, Thornton goes a lap down. Here comes Moran. So now clear track in front of the 1 and the 99 as they are on the same straightaway into turn 1. Michael Norris still is 4th as he's behind Hudson O'Neal, who runs in 3rd.
Still a good battle right there on your screen between Josh Rice and Max Blair. Those two have been going at it really since that last caution flag on lap 52. But as Rice and Blair battle for position number 6.
Right now, how about the gaggle of cars in front of Bishop out at 2 as you see the 111 and the 11 still going at it. And Dustin Jarrett, the 99 is going to come on strong because look at this. What is there? 6 cars in front of Bishop.
Yeah, at the back of the field is side by side by side, 2 by 2 by 2 right there, creeping in and out of your screen in front of your race leader, Brandon Sheppard. 1.5 seconds was the advantage the last time by, and it may be under a second this time because Shep has got some decisions to make, and Devin Moran is coming in a hurry, James. It was over 2 seconds at one point. This time by down to 1 second.
If you're Brandon, where do you go, right?
Somewhere.
Around Marlar. Down the back straightaway. Mikey runs in 20th. Into turn 3. Moran stays to that top. Sheppard through the middle, and 99 is right there eyeing the lead. Out at turn number 4. It was 1 second the last time. It is down. It's still 1 second, but out at 2, Moran's going to get the run. Sheppard is going to have to make quick work, but what do you do, right? They're all running right there, and Sheppard's trying to split them, and here comes 99. He is there, Dustin, out of turn 4.
Yeah, and on a track like this, the lap times between the back of the field and the race leaders are not much different. 0.5 of a second, the advantage for Brandon Sheppard. Devin Moran running a completely different line, stalking your race leader. 27 laps to go. Here comes the 99.
Oh, Sheppard, and he made a power move there. That would be a victory fuel power move if that holds up as he tries to split 2 cars, and he does into 1. It's down to 0.7 of a second. Out at 2, down the back straightaways. He's gotten around Eckert and Satterley.
You think Devin Moran's thinking son of
yeah,
whenever he saw Brandon Sheppard do that, but Devin Moran, well, taking a master class in lap traffic himself, able to split a couple cars and not let the Rocket 1 get too far out in front of him. And Clay Harris is off the pace in the 6. We'll see if we stay green. We do not, and that will draw a Hellraiser Jacks caution with 25 laps to go. So Clay Harris slows, coming off corner number 2 on the back straightaway, and he is going to take that car straight back into the pit area. So Clay Harris's night is done. Tough break for the Jupiter, Florida driver.
Well, it was going to get real close one. It was down to 0.8 of a second. As Dylan McCowan down to the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit in the 8 car.
Yeah, crew leans in to get a word with him. I tell you what, right now, man, I don't know if Sheppard was glad to see that Hellraiser Jacks caution or not, because he was moving through traffic, and usually open traffic track is what you want. But man, Devin's been good in both situations. So if you're the 1 car, where do you go on this restart? Rick Eckert makes his way down. Looks like his night is over in car 24.
Ben, you must have been reading my mind, because I swear I was going to ask you if you thought he wanted to see that caution run. I'll say this though, Ben, that Rocket 1 has just been really, really, really good on these restarts tonight.
I mean, he's been really good. Devin's car in the long run then has really come on strong. Meanwhile, Ricky Thornton Jr.'s made his way down here, 2-time Firecracker 100 champion, and they're working on the right side of that nose. Anthony Burrows bouncing up and down on it, is trying to get it off that right front tire after contact earlier between he and Greg Satterley.
Thornton right now a lap down, back in 20th. Right now, Ryan Montgomery, a new contender for the Hoka Trekking Hard Charger, 22nd to 13th. Yeah, we need a 2x4 from the Crown Vic race last week, DJ.
Is that Austin Hargrove from
Yes, it is Austin Hargrove, yes. So DJ Brandon Shepp, he still led every lap. Devin Moran 2nd, O'Neal 3rd, Norris 4th, Ebert, Rice is 6th, Blair 7th, Overton 8th, Alberson 9th, Brian Shirley now 10th.
What's Ebert's best career Lucas finish? Do you know off the top of your head?
Well, it was 2nd last night in that prelim, but in a full points paying race, no, he's never been on the podium. I can say that. But right now he runs in 5th, but it's going to be Delaware double file here. Moran gets that run into 4, doesn't he? He gets a good run up there. There's still some cushion. It may be a little treacherous at times, but He is right there. O'Neill again will line up third. Norris and Ebert will be side by side. Still 25 laps to go.
It's Lernerville, man. Anything can happen.
For $50,000.
The groove on this racetrack shifts. Guys get runs off the top of the racetrack. Guys hike that left front up on the inside berm and get runs coming off the corners. I'm telling you, anything can happen in the last 25 laps of this race.
How about this, DJ? The top 7 have never won this race in the running order.
Good call.
Go back to Overton in 8th. He's won it twice. Thornton is a lap down in 20th. Eckert is out of this one, I believe.
Yeah, only 3 former winners in the event. Well, the yellow lights will be turned off. And the green will wave next time around. Brandon Shepard trying to lead all 100 laps in the 20th running of this Firecracker 100 presented by Experience Butler County, Pennsylvania. Devin Moran second, chooses the outside lane on this restart. Hudson O'Neill's got a good run on the inside on these restarts. Moran's made his ground up by getting that launch on the high side coming off turn number 2.
Here we go, Ace Dornholligan rigging restart zone. 25 to go for $50,000. He's Shep into 1. Here comes O'Neill and Moran. Ebert working the bottom. Out at 2, Moran. That top is working good for Devin Moran. There's just enough up there, and he's going to get a launch out of turn number 2 and a 3. And Moran right there goes through the middle up a 4, DJ.
And Ebert just got that 4th spot back from Michael Norris as well, and trying to drag the 111 Whitney, can't do so. Ebert 4th, Norris now in 5th, and Devin Moran tiptoeing around the top once again. James down the back straightaway, and now Norris and Ebert going at it once again for position number 4.
Moran through the middle, right there, about 2 car lengths back. It was 0.5 of a second. Then it's O'Neill. Moran goes way up a lane higher into 2. Here he comes, DJ, down the back straightaway. Devin Moran starting to make a run here. There's still a ways to go, 23 to go. He goes to the outside on a turn number 4, Dustin.
Yeah, that inside maybe a little better right now, but again, he'll launch down the front straightaway. Here comes Devin Moran. He's going to throw a slider on the Rocket 1 for the lead. He's got it momentarily. Rocket 1 battles back to the inside. Brandon Shepard and Devin Moran. Late race drama here at Lernerville. Do we have a new leader at the scoring loop? Survey says. No, you don't.
No, you don't. They were side by side. Moran up top, Shepard down low. 21 to go. Moran will get the run into turn number 3. Shepard into 3. Brandon on the bottom. Can we go side by side the rest of this race? That would be awesome. They're side by side. Moran takes the lead officially in 99.
20 laps to go, and we have a new leader in this race. It's Devin Moran as the lead duo has put nearly a 2-second gap between themselves and 3rd place Hudson O'Neill. Brandon Shepard, though, going to battle back to the inside, to the very inside of the racetrack at the stripe. It's Devin Moran by half a cat's whisker.
This better best stay green. I tell you what, at a turn number 2, 19 to go. Nobody's been ahead of each other now. That's the biggest gap that Moran has had. Shep works the bottom. Out of 4. Brandon still trying to find some moisture down there. Moran will still lead. He leads his 3rd lap in a row. O'Neill is 3rd. Norris 4th. Ebert runs in 5th.
Yeah, how about Overton?
Overton is up to 6th.
Yeah, from 18th at one point. Again, that lead duo really stretching out their advantage over 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. We double it up for you at home. There's Brandon Overton, who we just talked about, now trying to take 5th spot away from Dan Ebert. At the front of the field, 0.6 of a second, the advantage for Devin Moran, and we got a good one late in the going here at the Ville.
Right now, it's about 5 car lengths into turn number 3. If it stays green, they will pick up the tail end of the field. As you see, Overton all over Ebert into 3. Brandon throws it in at 76. So if Overton can get the 4th, you'd have the top 4 in the points all together right there as Overton slides into 1. Now he eyes Norris. Ebert has the top down the back straight away. And no room for Ebert, and Overton will take the spot. He has gone under green flag racing from 18th to 5th is Brandon Overton.
And he's got that left front hiked up clear on the inside berm of this racetrack as well. Devin Moran still trying to tiptoe around the top and pull away. There's 4th, 5th, and 6th. Mike Norris, Brandon Overton, and Dan Ebert almost slipped off the racetrack coming off corner number 2. That may allow Josh Rice to get by. Rice will work by the 60 just off your screen.
By the way, last time around is 1 second for Moran. Now it's down to 0.6 of a second, and here comes Rocket One back. Rocket One bit it on the bottom. Here they come out of 4. We got a battle in the 1. He is there with the 2 car links.
Rocket Swinghorn car down there running through the ruts on the inside of the racetrack. Boy, that 99 is really, really good, though, in turns 1 and 2. That's where Devin Moran makes up the most ground. And James, this time by 12 laps to go. And lap traffic, if we stay green, may be a factor in the outcome of this one.
It better stay green.
PSG.
If you don't like Dale McDowell Green Flag Racing, you can unfriend me now. As they head down the back straightaway, they'll have 11 to go, and B-Shep is there. Traffic right in front of him, right out of turn number 4. Shepard has a run down the straightaway. He's a car length back into turn number 1.
Oh, Lernerville delivers again. Brandon Shepard down to the inside. Is that top going away from Moran down in turns 1 and 2? He doesn't quite get the launch off the corner like he used to. Brandon Shepard back down to the inside. I don't know where either of them is going to go soon, because lap traffic is now a reality. 10 to go.
They were side by side there. Moran still leads. 13 1/1000ths of a second. Here comes Shepard, gets a run. You just make one little mistake, and they're side by side. Can Brandon Shepard retake the lead, Dustin? I'm on my feet, down the straightaway.
Oh.
Yes.
By 8 1/1000ths of a second, Brandon Shepard was out front. Devin Moran, though, able to clear him down in turns 1 and 2. So Shepard leads lap number 91. Lap number 92. Will it be Devin Moran back out front? Yes, it is. Did Moran unintentionally find a new groove here with 8 to go?
On the bottom, B-Shep behind him. O'Neal, Norris, Overton is back to 5th. Rice is 6th, but all eyes up front as they will pick up the tail of the field. Thornton is 1 lap down already, about to go 2. Moran, yeah, that bottom. Chuck Kimball. Well, they gave him the signal to get down on the bottom, because that might have saved the race for him with 7 laps to go. As the 1 car now diamonds it off down the back straightaway. Moran pulls away from him, DJ.
Man, I don't know if it was that, or if he maybe unintentionally found that groove as he was trying to work through the back of the field. Rocket One trying some different things now. He's pedaling hard to work back by. This one's not over yet. He just took 2/10ths off of Devin Moran's lead.
It's wide open into 1 down the back straightaway. Brandon Shepard is back in it.
That's a wild line he's running, James.
And it may work.
It may
work through the middle. Dustin Jarrett, 5 to go. Moran on the bottom. B-Shep, he's going to do it again, right to the top. 99 and 1, putting on a show at Lernerville.
And they're in the midst of lap traffic. Rocket One's now got another run down the back straightaway. Less than 5 to go, and we've got a dandy in the Firecracker 100. Here comes Brandon Shepard back to the bottom.
Oh, Moran slides up at 4. 4 to go. Deep breath.
Oh.
Shepard gets that run out of 2. Watch this run for B-Shep down the back straightaway. He'll try to pull even. Moran leaves him room. 3 to go. Now they change the line. Shepard goes back to the top. You know what's coming here in a little bit. They hit into turn number 1. Moran in front of him. Who's going to go to the top? Shepard does it into 1, DJ. 3 to go.
Laps to go at Lernerville. We got a classic on our hands. Devin Moran in 99. Brandon Shepard down to the inside. Oh, he's not going to make it stick. Will he make it stick off the corner, though? James Essex this time by 2 laps to go.
Oh, Shepard lost his momentum a little bit. Moran clears the lap car. Shepard will throw it into 2. This is where he gets the run out of 2. Brandon Shepard on the gas down the back straightaway. Barron's performance. White flag, 1 lap to go. What does Moran do? Does he try to block him? Swings it away up. Oh, man, he almost lost it up there in the berm. White flag, 1 to go. Dustin, are you serious?
Final time around. Does Brandon Shepard have anything left for Devin Moran? Moran slides up the racetrack. Does Shep have a run down the back straightaway? He closes the gap. They'll head into turns 3 and 4 for the final time. One last ditch effort for Brandon Shepard on the bottom, but it's not enough. Devin Moran will win the Firecracker 100. Wow. What a race. Brandon Shepard 2nd, Hudson O'Neal 3rd, Brandon Overton 4th, and Josh Rice will unofficially round out the top 5, followed by Max Blair 6th, Michael Norris 7th, Dan Ebert 8th, Garrett Alberson 9th, Carson Ferguson will round out the top 10. All right, Lernerville Speedway, how about that one? Oh, baby. Well, one bit of business still to take care of as he's got to make his way into the Long Acres Tech and Scale area. But unofficially, the winner of this race for the first time in his career looks to be the driver of that Roger Sellers Double Down Motorsports, Lazy Days RV, Big River Steel, Smoky Mountain Speedway, C&W Trucking, Millwood Plumbing, McHugh, Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Pee-wee's Wrecker Service, Phillips CPA, Storage King, Holland Haskell's, Elliott Farms, Advantage Lawn Equipment, Bomag Hazen Services, number 99. Lernerville, how about it for Devin Moran?
How about Alex Faree, your Hoker Trucking Hard Charger, 23rd to 11th. But how about a shout out to the crew? All these crews work their tails off all week long, right? To get these cars ready to go. Chuck Kimball, the crew chief, Brad McLaughlin, Dylan Murado, and Houston Knoll, Roger Sellers Double Down Motorsports, and the top three in the points finish in the top three. So we will see what we're going to have heading to Ohio next weekend. So Moran, Shepard, O'Neill, Overton, who was at 18th at one point of this race, and Josh Rice rounds out the top five, and it is official. And the name for the first time in his career goes on the Firecracker 100 check for Devin Moran, Ben Shelton. What a finish, what a race here between those two at the end.
What about it, race fans? Making a trip down the front straightaway, Devin Moran, your winner here tonight in the Firecracker 100. He's going to take a little celebration there. He's probably trying to cool that thing down a little bit too, man. Those guys worked hard for it here tonight. The 14th different winner in this event. And, man, he had to work for it. We're going to talk to your top three on the Big River Steel podium as Devin makes his way back around. A VLAN feature winner, 6th time this year, 30th time in his career. And his first win since April 24th. This is a big one here tonight for the defending Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series champion. Had to work for this one hard, and he's going to join us up here in VLAN Victory Lane. A race that his dad never won, so add this one to Devin for the bragging rights. As he brings this Longhorn Double Down Motorsports Millwood Plumbing, number 99, as the fireworks go off. Man, I tell you what a race with a lot of twists and turns. These guys put on a show. Devin, the defending Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series champion. They've been looking to find a little bit of luck here lately, and tonight they find it. 50,000. Devin did a heck of a job, and man, he had a hot rod under him. Prepares to climb out of the race car down here. Again, a VLAN feature winner, Lucas Oil Victory Lane, the 20th annual Firecracker 100, presented by Experience Butler County, PA. And it did not disappoint. We'll talk to your Big River Steel podium top three, and then in the Rush Late Model Bill Emig Memorial coming up next, and their non-qualifier race to round out the night. But first, Devin Moran, he is a Firecracker 100 champion. Oh, the confetti flies. There's champagne down here, and Devin Moran, baby needs some new shoes. Gonna get some off that one. Hold on, Devin's hopping down. I think he's going to see Lakia. A beautiful baby girl down there. A kiss for both of them. And man, what a special moment. Picking up a crown jewel here. The Arizona Sports Shirts Crown Jewel Cup. And tonight, Devin Moran picks up the win. He climbs back up here. Devin, Firecracker 100 champion. What does that mean to you?
Hell yeah, baby, let's go Pittsburgh!
You get to the lead, you start driving away, and then that blue one re-enters the chat. What goes in your mind late in the race, and what questions are you asking yourself behind the wheel?
Well, I was really using 1 and 2 really good, and then from like the center off, it went over the crown, so I couldn't use it no more, so I felt like I lost a lot of speed, and yeah, I was just watching Chuck the entire time, trying to just take Sheppy's air from him a couple times. I know he got close and I chopped him, but that's what you got to do to win the Firecracker. You know, I've always loved this place. Me and Mr. Thompson were talking earlier. He said, you're going to buy this one day, and I don't know if he was joking or serious, but we'll at least take his money right now.
April 24th, your last win at Georgetown. How much does this mean to this team here tonight?
It's extraordinary, you know. Roger Sellers is about to go on a cruise tomorrow, so I guess we got a little extra spending money for him for the cruise. So just want to thank him and Robbie, Casey, and Connor all back at home, Double Down Motorsports. We got this car out. This is our car we've had for a couple years, and it's been a really, really good race car. And we've just had our ups and downs, and we knew if we got this car out, we'd run good, and that's what we've done. I think this car's only ran outside the top 5 like 2 or 3 times. So just want to thank them guys, my amazing crew, Chucky, Houston, Dylan. This is Dylan's home track, so he had some few choice words if we won for the night, so I'd say we'll be hanging out having a good time. Kale, Brad, my amazing wife, and my beautiful little girl Poppy over there. My entire crew, they just do so much. My mom came out tonight, and wish Dad and my grandparents them could come. They couldn't, but just want to thank all my main family, friends, and then all these amazing sponsors. You know, you got Millwood Plumbing. I know Mike and Vicky were pumped up. Big River Steel, Scott and Denise, CW Trucking. I know Doug. Hopefully Doug is watching because I kept it on the edge of the seat there. Northeastern Fabrication, Jeep, and all them guys. Want to thank them. Bomag, Southeastern Equipment. Pee-wee's Record Service, Anthony's Pizza, so many great sponsors. McHugh's, Corey Phillips, CPA firm. Corey and his whole family turned into really, really great friends. So I want to thank them. Elliott Farms, CarSourceAuto.com, Advantage Lawn Care. Just so many great people. One More Motorsports, just so many people I can't thank enough. Longhorn Chassis, Bill Stein Shocks. Keith Berner, I really wish Keith was here this weekend. He's at home with some stuff he had to handle, but huge shout out to Keith Berner and his entire family. I want them to know that we're thinking about him and praying for him. VG Performance, he's here with us this weekend. Who else am I missing? I got to make sure, High Natural Energy, Red Oak Pub, Hall and Haskell's, just so many great supporters. Hazen Services, I know Corey was talking about coming. I think the weather scared him, and he should have came because Firecracker put on a show.
Back in 24, you were second, and you were contention for the win, and you told me it was almost more painful to finish second than it was 24th, because to be so close, sealing the deal tonight. How long are you guys going to enjoy this championship of the Firecracker 100?
Oh, we're going to love it. We were planning on leaving tonight, but I'd say that white holler over there is going to have to hang out for a little while, enjoy these fans. They can more than welcome come down and hang out, and yeah, have a great evening.
Race fans, let him hear it. Devin Moran, the winner of the 20th annual Firecracker 100. He's atop the Big River Steel podium, second tonight on the Big River Steel podium, and he's talking with car chief Danny White over here, Brandon Shepard, and we're going to talk to Sheppy about this one. Brandon, dominant car for a lot of the race. Devin gets past you, and you developed a line down in 1 and 2. Talk to me about what you were able to find down there, and was there anything you wish maybe you'd found out a little bit sooner?
I don't know. You know, he did a good job there. I was passing some lap cars using that line. I really got to where I couldn't steer across the center very good. I think it was because of my soft tire in the right front. I don't really know, but I couldn't steer like into the center as good, so I was having to diamond my corner off a little bit, and after he passed me, that got me right back to him there. So, yeah, my car was really good. You know, I don't know. I probably could have did a few things different and maybe changed the outcome, maybe not. Devin did a great job. We got a lot of tough competition out here, so any one of these guys could win any night. And we're just thankful to be up here on the podium again. And, you know, I hate it for my team to lead that many laps and then to lose it late there. But, you know, it is what it is now. But, yeah, like I said, thanks to all my sponsors, Valvoline, Siebert Calf Ranches, Ace Metalworks, Gunner's Honey, Styles Marine and Maintenance, Petroff Towing, Performance Grading, Franklin Enterprises, Collins Brothers, Sunoco, Durham Racing Engines, Motor ran flawless again tonight, Fox Shocks, Precision Suspension. Yeah, just everybody on this car, appreciate them. Mark, Dan, Austin, Joel for all their hard work, Steve Baker and Sherry, appreciate them. Everybody at Rocket Chassis, all their hard work and dedication to this sport and over the years. And yeah, thankful to be on the podium. We're disappointed with second, but you know, congratulations to Devin, and we'll take it and move on next week.
Race fans, Brandon Shepard second tonight in the Firecracker 100, rounding out your Big River Steel podium top 3. We'll catch up with Hudson O'Neill. Well, Huddy, man, you come away with a podium tonight, and is it something that you're proud of or disappointed in? At the end of the night, where do you feel finishing third?
I mean, we always want to be better, but I think this was a huge step in the right direction for us. Historically, all year last year, we struggled in this whenever we got to where we had a momentum through the black. If we didn't have any brown to touch, And we kind of struggled with it. Similar, same thing last week at Smoky Mountain. So to come here, know that we needed to work and get a little bit better, we continually to try to do that, and I felt like we really went in the right direction. And we're just we're still learning, man. It's been about a year and a half now with Jason, but it just seems like every weekend we just get a little bit more comfortable, and sometimes we take some steps backwards, but we always find the steps to get back in the footsteps and keep moving forward. So yeah, it's I can't thank Jason and Kyle, Riley, Logan, all my guys enough, my wife Tessa, and Todd and Vicky Burns at SSI Motorsports for everything that they do for us and allowing us to come out here and do this and live our dreams. And congratulations to Devin and Shepard. And Devin's really good, and it's pretty cool to see him win a race like this. And to drive by Shep as good as he's been the last few weeks is impressive. So yeah, thank you to everybody on this race car. Wheeler Metals, Merrill Bonding Company, Big River Steel, Professional Concrete Cutting and Drilling, Penske Racing Shocks, Cornet Racing Engines, Snowco Race Fuels, Chris at Midwest Sheet Metal, O'Neill Salvage and Recycling, Longhorn Chassis, Penske Racing Shocks, everybody that's a part of it, man. O'Neill Contracting, and we had Goss on board with us this week, and I know I'm forgetting a lot of them, man, but Beeman Lumber and everybody, and it's just really cool to be here, be on the podium, and we've had a good, strong year, but I feel like this is where we've lacked, and if we need to get better anywhere, this is where it needs to be, and I think tonight we did that, and hopefully we'll carry it on for the rest of the year.
Race fans, Hudson O'Neill, he will continue to be the Midwest Sheet Metal point leader living here. He third on the Big River Steel podium for Kart 71.
All right, Ben, thanks a lot down there. James, I'm excited to see this race recap because we had a wild one tonight at Lernerville. And it started with Ricky Thornton Jr. and Brandon Shepard on the front row.
Hey, tip of the cap to that 60 car right there, Dan Ebert. He was in the top 4 for most of this race. He ended up in 8th, but still a good run for him. There you see Greg Satterley going over. It was a tough night for two-time Firecracker winner Ricky Thornton Jr. finishes in 18th. Devin Moran got it going. He started back in, 4th here tonight, but those last 20 laps, and I'll watch the replay tomorrow, but they were awesome. They were terrific. They gave each other plenty of room. They didn't run over an air cleaner or nothing like that, and they put on a heck of a show. And, man, you got to feel for Brandon Shepard because he leads the most laps here tonight and comes home in 2nd. But congratulations to Roger Sellers and the 99 team. Both well-deserved up there in the top 3 with O'Neill in 3rd, followed by Overton. By the way, a tip of the cap to Brandon Overton. He fell as far as 18th and got it going late, but all eyes were up front, DJ, right here.
Yeah, they sure were. And when all was said and done, Devin Moran would get the win in this one. His first ever Firecracker 100 win. Brandon Shepard 2nd. Unofficially, again, it's unofficial, as you say, till it becomes official. 10 points is the advantage for Hudson O'Neill over Brandon Shepard in the Big River Steel Chase for the Championship presented by ARP. Ben Shelton, that is a wrap on the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series portion of the Firecracker.
That's right. And I tell you what, Lernerville delivered. The fans came out, challenging conditions. And man, this place is something special. And Devin Moran showed this is a hard event to win. He becomes the 14th different winner in 20 attempts for drivers to win this event. It is going to be an exciting championship battle. And guys, we got a lot of fun racing to go. Can't wait to get to the next one.
Absolutely. James, great working with you again, man. Lernerville just always seems to deliver.
After this, I tell you, next Friday and Saturdays, we go to Moran's home state of Ohio. It better be packed both nights, right? Atomic and Muskegum County next Friday and Saturday. Congratulations there. The top 3 in the points end up 3 in this one. O'Neill maintains the lead by 10 over B-Shep. Moran closed the gap a little bit. In fact, the top 4 in the points all finish in the top 4 tonight with Overton 4th, DJ.
Absolutely. Well, don't go anywhere. $20,000 on the line for the Rush Late Models and what should be a highly entertaining Bill Emick Memorial. That's coming up next. You are watching Lernerville live here on Flow.